Hello ladies and gents, welcome to another video. I paid £55 plus £10 postage for this Xbox One S. I'll leave the US dollar currency conversions down below. But this Xbox One S I bought off eBay and the listing was rather interesting and it kind of got me curious. So I'm going to say right now, I think I overpaid on this one, but I got a little bit wild a couple of weeks ago and ended up buying something like 9 consoles. And this was one of them. So I thought I'd make a video on this one because it's going to be rather interesting. It's probably not going to be a profitable repair, but I just thought it'd make a good video and hopefully I can at least make my money back on it. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel and you like this type of content, I would really appreciate it if number one, you hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. That way you don't miss any future videos. And number two, give the video an early thumbs up. It does help out the channel massively. And if you want to support me, if you like these type of videos and you think I'm worthy, then you can head over to Twitch and become a Twitch Prime subscriber by linking an Amazon Prime account to Twitch and then subscribing to my channel for free. Gives me around about $2.50 every month, but it does massively help out the channel and it doesn't cost you a penny if you've got Amazon Prime. Take some money out of Jeff Bezos' mouth and help me to not have to eat ice cube soup for tea. So with that being said, let's get into this repair. Today's video is proudly sponsored by PCBWeight.com. PCBWeight is the industry leader in custom printed circuit boards, flexible printed circuit boards, and even CNC and 3D printing. Right now you can get 10% off all CNC and 3D printing and $5 off your first order for custom and flexible printed circuit boards. Personally, I've used PCBWeight myself and I have to say that the level of service is second to none. The order process was quick and simple, and turnaround times was literally 2 days. From personal experience as a beginner, the whole process was super quick and easy to understand. Simply upload the Gerber files and you're off to the races. Being in the industry for over 8 years, PCBWeight definitely have the experience to deliver fast, high quality PCBs to get your next project started. PCBWeight are also looking for new writers to join their creative team, and with rewards from $20 to $100, it can be quite tempting. Simply head over to the links in the video description to learn more. Now back to the video. So if we take a look at the listing here, you'll see that on the description it says the good old console was included in a job lot of iPhones. The power port appears missing, so I'm unable to plug in and test. I'm assuming that's why it was sold as faulty. Probably not. But I'm unable to test it. This listing is for the console only. It does not include a power cable, HDMI cable, or controller. No returns as I'm selling as faulty. Will be sent by the scammers every 2 to 4 day delivery. Oh, sorry, it says just will be sent by every, not scammers. Every scammers, just for the record. Anyway, with that being said, it is going to be an interesting video to make. So let me just get my phone out of the way. And as you can see here, we definitely have a missing power connector. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it apart. Well, obviously I can't test it, so I'm just going to take it apart and see what the deal is inside. And I haven't touched this. I've been itching to get to this one, to be honest, but I haven't touched it because I wanted to do a video on it. Got to try and make my money back somehow. So while I'm doing this, I do just want to give a little shill to Discord. So if you want any kind of help with any kind of repairs, or if you just want to come along and chat with the community, I do have a Discord server with almost 1,000 users, and it's an absolutely fantastic community. So there'll be a link in the video description, but the link is thecoder.live, spelt the same way as on YouTube, thecoder.live/Discord, and that'll take you directly to the Discord invite link where you can join up and chat with us as a community, and also get help with any kind of repairs and stuff that you might have going on. So if you do want to just come along and just, you know, have a little natter, then you're more than welcome. We do welcome absolutely everyone. But one thing I'm noticing here, there's a lot of something all over here. I'm going to take a little stab in the dark and just say that this is possibly going to be liquid damage. Is there any green screws? No, there's not. It's missing all of the screws, which is always nice. Okay, that's not meant to happen. Yeah, never mind. I'll fix that later. Wow, this is literally been stripped. Wow, I definitely overpaid for this. Please watch the video to the end so I'll make my money back. Oh dear. Well, this is a risk that we take. So there's no fan. There's no Wi-Fi card. There's no hard drive. Oh, you sure as hell hope this is the right disk drive. I might have just paid £65 for a donor board, to be honest. Yeah, this has been thrown together. What the hell is that? This has been thrown together as a donor board. Alright, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to check the 12 volt rail and see if I've got a short on that. So, multimeter in continuity mode. Nope, no short. Yeah, this is a donor board, I'll pretty much guarantee it. So I'm going to put a power supply in, a known good power supply, and why do I get a feeling this is going to be a beep on, beep off? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. It's turning on. It's going to shut off after 30 seconds because there's no hard drive. Okay, I am genuinely surprised. Honestly, I am incredibly surprised that this turns on. Let's just plug in a hard drive. Shouldn't be doing this while it's powered on, but oh well. Okay, the hard drive fires up. It's going to shut down still because it didn't recognise it straight off the bat. Oh, something's... Oh, is that a bit of free money? It might be. Oh, I am genuinely surprised that this turns on. Honestly. Yeah, it's just shut... Well, no, it's just gone into safe mode, actually. Okay, so there's something flying around in the disk drive. Maybe the seller was telling the truth and they really haven't had a look. My problem is, I'm too quick to judge. And I realise that. I am genuinely surprised that this turns on. I am serious. Oh, wow. What the hell? Oh, wow. Dude. Oh, we got a key. What? I guess we need to unlock our potential. Okay, we get a free key. No disc, but oh well. A free key is a free key. Not that it's any good to anything. Actually, funny story, my brother-in-law, well, it's not really funny. My brother-in-law found a key once. And not only did he, and this is a genuine story, not only did he open his front door, but it was also a master lock or a master key for padlocks on the local council's parks. Not even joking, it was a master key and it's also opened his front door. That is genuinely the God's honest truth. I'm not joking. It literally opened his front door. I think he's still got it, to be honest. But it was a master key to the padlocks at the parks for Walsall Housing Group, which is the local housing association in my area, in my local town. That is a genuinely true story. Okay, anyway. Put this back together, because we're going to try and install an operating system on this. That's assuming it actually starts up, but this is going to need a little bit of work to get it into a working console, and I'm definitely not going to make any money on this. It needs a fan, it needs a power supply, and it needs a hard drive and a Wi-Fi card and a set of screws minimum. Alright, let's pop in a HDMI cable. Why is that still there? Go away. So let's pop in a HDMI cable. This goes to my capture card. And let's pop over to the capture card. And well, I'll be damned, it actually fires up. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to download OSU 1. And then once that's done, I'm going to copy it over to my external SSD. And I'll proceed to installing the software. And get rid of that. Okay, so just drag and drop that. And that's going to copy over to there in a minute. Just as soon as it's extracted. So while I'm waiting for that to copy, I may as well do a couple of things. So the first thing, oh, that disk drive doesn't sound healthy, does it? But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a caddy on this. And in fact, I'm going to use a 1 terabyte hard drive. So I've got an external drive here. Plug that into there and let's switch over. And then let's just plug in a controller. Interesting, the signal's just gone off. Okay, so I just needed to clean my cable there. And for some reason, it's not picking up that I've got OSU 1 in. Okay, there we go. I think the front port might be bad on this. I'll have to check it. I'll check with the controller. Yeah, it's not picking up my controller. So I've got the controller plugged into the front port and it's not picking up the front port at all. So we'll need to fix that. So if I plug that in the back, it's working. So either we've got a bad port or something's wrong on the board. So the board's going to need to come out in a minute. But let's just see if it wants to accept an update for me. There we go. So I'm going to let this run through and hopefully it works. We'll see. So that's running through the update, but what I am going to do is while that's running through, I'm just going to remove this HDMI port from a donor, sorry, not HDMI port, USB port from a donor board. So basically what I need to do is take this off. So I'm going to add some leaded solder onto here and then basically just try and use the solder sucker to basically remove this port safely so as I can solder this port onto the board that we're working with. Unfortunately, I don't have any of these brand new and I don't actually know where to get them from. So I am just going to use a donor port. So I'm just going to grab, or rather I'm just going to add some leaded solder. And that's the good thing about having donor boards, because I can just pretty much take what I want off it. Like for example, the motherboard screw hole. I took that off this board, as well as the south bridge. Alright, so I've added some leaded solder all around that. So I've got my hot air set at 469 degrees. No, it's actually 440. So 440 degrees Celsius at an airflow speed of 40%. I'm just going to heat up this area and basically just let the port drop out. Or rather, pretty much drop out. It might not be the port, I just want to take this port off so as it's ready for when I need to sort out that front port. I am going to pry this out, if I can. So this is a through hole component, which means that I don't need to worry about damaging anything. But it's a donor board anyway, so I'm not that fussed. Okay, it's coming. There we go. Okay, so there's the replacement port. So I can get rid of the donor board. And that's ready now for when I need it. And no damage to the port as well. So there we go. So that's the port. So I'm looking for this to get past 72%, I think it is, to be able to confirm that the disk drive works, or that it's the correct disk drive for the motherboard. I really hope it is. Come on. Yes, that's good. Okay, we're on 90%. That's good. That means it should pass. We shouldn't have any more issues with this, and it shouldn't have any more places to fail, which is fantastic. Okay, 99%. Come on. Show me that login screen. There we go. Boom. Okay, we got no signal. Huh. I don't need a redriver. Is that just my cable playing up? I think it might be. I think it might be. Right. I'm going to plug in a Wi-Fi card. Probably shouldn't do that while it's turned on either. I am going to log into my account. Yeah, I saw some hints of green on the keyboard then. Or the keypad rather. So I don't know if that's just my cable. Or if it's going to be something to do with the HDMI port or the encoder. Right, well, first of all, let's just... Yeah, that's got to be the encoder, surely. It keeps flickering on and off. I might change it just for good measure, to be honest. Yeah, so you can see some hints of green, like for example on here. And then down in the bottom right corner as well. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's going to be my TV, or rather my cable, or the encoder. I'll tell you what, let's check it on my TV. So it's not even recognising on the TV at all. Okay, so it's not picking up on the TV whatsoever. So this is going to be... This console, honestly, is going to be damage limitation in terms of losses. I'm going to lose money on this, which sucks. Yeah, we've still got that hint of green even after cleaning the cable in exactly the same place as well. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's the port or the encoder or both. I'm going to try and log into my account. Okay, it does appear as though it's working in terms of connecting to the internet and stuff like that. And it doesn't appear banned. So obviously I've managed to log into my account. But yeah, the display keeps flickering on and off. So we've got an operating system installed. And we know that it's connecting to the internet. So I've put a Wi-Fi card in, obviously. So we know it's connecting to the internet. We know that it's not, well, it doesn't appear as though it's banned. But there are still issues with it. So one of those issues is going to be the USB port, that front USB port. So we need to figure out what's going on with that. But on top of that, we've also got a HDMI fault. Now, whether that's a HDMI port fault or an encoder, I don't know. I'm probably going to say port, if I'm being honest. You know, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say port. But then the flickering's got me a little bit thrown off. Off camera, I did test all of the buttons as well. I do think this has got some sort of liquid damage. Just given that there. We do have a bit of corrosion around the screw. But this is definitely going to be a loss in terms of a purchase. I'm not even going to break even on this. It's £20 for a 1TB hard drive. I haven't actually confirmed whether the disk drive works or not yet. I need to check that. The power supply is going to be another £15, so that's £35. Plus £65 on the console itself. That's £100. £5 for a Wi-Fi card is £105. £10 for a hard drive caddy, that's £115. Plus a USB port. A set of screws and a HDMI port or encoder, or both. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a loss. I can't really sell this for more than, I don't know, something like what, £120 tops. So I may just break even, just. If I can sell it for 120, I'll just break even. It's a bit annoying. Ow. Damn it, that's friggin' tough. I don't know where my my X-stamp tool's right there in front of me. I've got so much junk on my desk. But yeah, this is... Oh, wow. Ugh, let's add thermal paste to that cost. Alright, well, I think I see some issues with the port. Let's pop under the scope. I'm going to need someone to do me a little favour here and just tell me how the hell this is displaying anything at all, because that is... Wow. Wow. The encoder looks horrible. Oh, wow. This is going to need some cleanup. Let's just spray some isopropyl alcohol here. There is no way the seller didn't know about this. Wow. The port's actually wiggling. I think it's a brand new port. Someone's definitely worked on this. Well, in what I can only hope is for practice. Why do I get a feeling this isn't going to be the only surprise? So we need to run a jumper wire, but I'm also going to need to touch these up as well. Alright, so pins are touched up. So they're slightly off centre, but it's fine. Yeah, so we've got a good connection on all of them. So now I'm going to need to run a jumper wire down to here, which is never going to be fun, but we'll give it our best shot. I'll sort that bridge out in a minute. The iron tip I'm using is way too big. Well, hey, where's the fun in using the right tools, eh? I can touch that pin up later on. Just break that away there. Maybe a little too long there. Well, I've just taken that jumper wire off because it's now too small, which sucks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this filter that's on here. Alright, there we go. Just going to break some of this away because it's going to cause a bit of a bulge. But what I'm going to have to do is run the jumper wire from here first and then trim it off at the end to be able to restore the trace. Actually, now that I've removed the filter, I can actually run the jumper wire from the pin because the filter's no longer in my way. Alright, so that should be good. The filter on the other side looks fine, the pads are still there, so I can hopefully reuse that. Damn it, it's gone. Alright, well, I'm going to clean up and put some conformal coating down then first, and then I'll put the filter back. I've got a feeling it's going to knock the jumper wire off if I leave it as it is. Okay, so let's get some conformal coating down then. So this stuff what I'm about to put down, the part number for this is UVH900-LY. It's green solder mask from Mechanic. You can get it from eBay for around about £4 or £5, and to be honest, one tub should last you an incredibly long time. And actually that's still a little bit dirty, needs a little bit more cleaning. Okay, there we go. So now I can put some conformal coating down. There we go. So now that's down, I need to cure that using a UV light. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, and now I'm going to use a bit of hot air just to give me a bit of assistance in curing it. It's going to go nice and solid. You see that? You see how it changes colour? A little bit of an air pocket there, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to protect it while I'm using hot air mainly. Now, of course, it's good to protect it anyway, but the main thing here is to be able to put the filter back down on top of it. And the filter doesn't actually have to be perfectly in line. There isn't really an orientation to these, it's still just a filter, but I will put it back as close to factory. So the filter doesn't have to be completely in line, and the reason for that is because the path on the HDMI circuit is complete with or without the filter. So as long as it's on there... Ah, damn it. Okay, that's literally disappeared this time. Never mind, I'll grab one from a donor. Alright, that's roughly in place there. It's a little bit difficult having the jumper wire there, that's the problem. Add a little bit of flux and now I can flow it down. It should hold it into place now. Okay, let's just add a tad of flux and reflow. That looks good. The middle one I'm not that bothered about because it's just the ground. Let's just go into continuity mode here. I'm just going to check all of the traces. So we're going to go from the endpoint on the port. Good. No crosstalk. Good. Good. Awesome. So that's all good. So now I can just get rid of this little bridge here and it should be good. Let's just make sure that we've got no crosstalk between these two. And we don't. I've just checked it from the filter. You couldn't see that. But no, that's all good. So now I can just get rid of this bridge that's on the port itself, and then the port's done. And I get the feeling we've got a bridge between these two pins. Good. That works. Alright, so in terms of the encoder, I don't trust that encoder at all, so I'm going to change it. It's definitely been messed with. Okay, there we go. So, two reasons I'm changing this. Number one, it's been messed with. Don't know how much heat's been put into it. And number two, I didn't like the look of those joints. They looked pretty rough. Alright, okay, that's good enough for retinning. Alright, I'm going to grab a replacement chip. Alright, so the chip I'm putting on is the HDMI redriver, or retimer, whatever you want to call it. And you may notice the part number's different, and that's because this TDP158 is a newer revision of the SN75DP159. They're made by the same company, Texas Instruments, but this is the successor to the one I've just took off. And it's actually a better chip. It's the one for the One X, but it is fully compatible with the 1S as well. Whoops, so that wasn't meant to happen. Surface tension should put it back in, there we go. Bit of solder squeezage, that's normal. For some reason I've got the shakes. It's pretty close to dead on. That should be adequate. Alright, so now we're going to figure out what's going on with the USB port. So that's where the USB port's soldered. Let's just see what's going on here with this. So we're getting no power at all to the USB port. So let's just check the filters first of all. So we've got the meter in continuity mode. Good. 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 Okay. Don't appear to have any crosstalk. There is a little bit of liquid damage here. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop it from powering on though. Oh, hang on. Oh. I'm not sure. There's definitely liquid damage there, so I think the port itself is probably liquid damaged as well. I'm just going to remove it. Honestly, I think it's easier just to change it. So, let's just add some leaded solder. And that's just going to lower the melting temperature, make it easier to remove. I could use low melt solder, but nah. Okay, so there's some leaded solder. And now I think I'm going to use some hot air with the solder sucker to try and clean as much of these ports out as I can, or rather the pins. Okay, I think that's good enough to just pop the port out now. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but that should, there we go, just come straight out. That's good, we've got no damage to the traces there. And the other side seems fine. Does need a clean though. That is better, but I think it's probably best. I'll just turn this around so I can actually keep it still. I think it's probably going to be best to change those caps as well, just for the head of it. So I'm going to take those from a donor board as well, because I don't know the values. Just give them a quick reflow with a bit more flux. Not that it matters. Everything's going well so far. Famous last words, of course. Awesome. And now I can just drop a port in there. So this is a replacement port from a donor board, just there. I need to press down on the board as I'm soldering the first couple of pins, just to keep it lined up. Just add flux. Basically pre-apply some solder onto the tip of my iron. Get the two corners, and now I can let go and solder the rest of it. Alright, there we go. So what I want to do before I finish is just heat this up and then just run over these ground pins with my iron while I'm heating it up. That just allows a little bit of gravity to pull down the solder into the hole so as it makes a better bond. And that should be pretty much done. Alright, let's just dry that off. And we are done. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm going to be quick here because I'm supposed to be going live soon. Well, I'm supposed to be live already. For those of you that don't know, I do go live every Monday and Friday on YouTube and Twitch. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do get subscribed just so you get the notifications if you want to catch a live stream. Or if you just want to make me look a little bit more popular. Okay, I'm just going to clean off the paste off here. So this is a replacement heatsink and fan. So I've still got the heatsink, but I've got one already with a fan here, so I may as well just change it out. Not really that fussed. I've got so many of these heatsinks now. And I'm just going to get this back together enough for test. I'm probably going to pause this video in a minute and continue with it tomorrow because, like I said, I am about to go live. But I do need to reassemble. I just want to test it before I finish. 2 screws is enough to hold it in just for testing. Replacement Wi-Fi card. Replacement power supply. Replacement hard drive. That's going to need a clean before it goes back together. This drive, non-replacement yet, until we find out in a minute it don't work. That's probably going to be what happens, knowing my luck, and then I will be losing money on this repair. Bit of conformal coating there. Okay, that turns on. And that disk drive is definitely playing up. But we'll sort it out, I'm sure. It doesn't appear to be flickering. Let's just do a quick test on the USB port. So, front USB. There we go. So that just needed a replacement port. That's picking up and syncing. So I've unplugged my controller for a second. And the reason for that is I just want to plug the SSD in and make sure it's actually reading data. Because it could be applying power and then it could have synced through the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth card. There we go. Boom. It picks up an SSD. Sweet. Oh, we still have a flicker. So do you know what that means? It means that the port must be dirty. Either the port is dirty or my cable is knackered. But either way, I don't know how this even turned on, to be honest. Or rather, how it even displayed. Alright, let's try that. Right, I'm going to wiggle the port now. And yep, no more flickering. Fantastic. And no more green weird lines as well. Alright, so I'm going to pause this video for now because, like I said, I do need to go live and it's getting kind of late. So I'm going to pause the video for now. I'll pick this up tomorrow when I can put it all back together and hopefully everything's going to work. I do still need to test the disk drive, but that's not a major issue at the minute. So yeah, I'll pick this up in the morning. Right, okay, ladies and gents, so it's the next day. Obviously, last night, like I said, I had to stream. So it's for you it's a second, for me it's the next day, and yeah, I still need to do a little bit to this. So the first thing I'm going to need to do on this is clean out this disk drive and find out why it's making a weird noise when the console starts up. There we go. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm thinking we've got a bit of plastic there stuck inside there. I'm thinking maybe just sort of give it a clean. So worst case scenario, I'll have to replace a disk drive here, but yeah, I'd rather not do that if I'm being honest. I don't think there's anything else stuck inside here. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. What we got? Team A and Team B. Well, I think I'm Team C because I'm going to win this fight. Well, that would explain why the sensor keeps going off. So that's had a nice clean, and I think it should be okay. There we go. That's locked in. Whoops. It's going to take a scrap disk drive. Steal a screw from there, why not? There we go. Alright, so there's the disk drive back together. Well, almost. But that should fix that sensor issue. Having that paper stuck in there is definitely going to set the sensor off. So I'm going to have to replace a bunch of screws as well, which is annoying. I've got enough spares though. That is what I'm there for. So this has had quite a lot now, which means that, like I said, it's going to be damage limitation in terms of losses. I'm probably not even going to break even on this, to be honest with you. Probably not even going to break even on it. I can probably realistically sell this for, what, £120, something like that. Maybe a bit more on eBay, but I don't know. But it's had a fair bit of time invested in it as well, which is another problem. So obviously, time is money. And yes, it doesn't physically cost me any money, but in terms of time spent, which I could have been spending on other things, then it does technically cost money. And the finishing touch. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I put the wrong base on. But oh well. So the base that I put on belongs to a console that I worked on last night, which was this one. So as you can see, a sticker there, which is, yeah. But it doesn't matter too much. I mean, this one's actually in better condition. But yeah, there we go. So let's just make sure that the disk drive is working, because we have been inside it and messed. So let's just make sure the disk drive is working, then I think I can call this done. Okay, so that's turning on. Disk drive button is responsive. Let's just check a disk. Oh no. Choice. Okay, that's gone in. Maybe just needs realigning. So sometimes if you just do this a few times, it'll realign. It's getting better. It's getting better. I think I just need to do this a few times. So I'll fast forward through this. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, take a look now. That's pretty sweet. Eject. Voice activation, baby. Cool. So, basically, what's likely to happen there is while I was messing with the disk drive, the rollers have become misaligned, or there was still a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on the disk drive roller itself, and that was stopping it from going in smoothly. One of those things was stopping it going in smoothly. And there we go. So that's loading up fine. So I'm just going to plug in a USB for my controller. I don't have any batteries. Please please work with the disk. That disk drive is not going to be working. Oh, this is so annoying. Wow, how can you possibly get so many things that's wrong with a damn console? I'm going to need to change that disk drive. Actually, it could be the disk, to be honest. It could very well be the disk. I'm going to try FIFA 19, but this disk is damaged as well. But I'll try it at least. And if not, I'll hunt for another disk. If it doesn't load with 3, then it's got a problem. Alright, it's not loading FIFA 15 or 19. But I've got FIFA 17, which is, or should be, a working disk. Yes! It's just my discs. Awesome. I'm going to buy a proper disc cleaning machine. Oh, thank God for that. It's all working. Right, so as you can see, these discs are pretty screwed now. They are test discs, bear that in mind. But yeah. Thank goodness FIFA, what was it, 17? Yeah, FIFA 17, thank goodness that one worked. Xbox Live code, if it works for anyone, I don't know. If it works for anyone, then congrats. There's a Destiny code. If it works for anyone, congrats. Anyway, I think that just about does it. Yeah, what can I say on this one? I definitely got the worst end of the stick on this one. Pretty annoyed at how bad it actually was, to be honest. But that being said, why is it so dark? What the hell? Anyway, that being said, this is now working, and yeah, I think I can comfortably resell it as a 1TB drive or 1TB console, and at least make most, if not all, of my money back, I think. Yeah, the seller's getting negative feedback, that's for certain, because surely there's no way you can have that many problems and not know about it. I'll at least give them a neutral feedback, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think the seller knew? I personally never believed that I got it in a job lot. Bullcrap, to be honest with you. But yeah, replacement HDMI encoder, fixed up that HDMI port, power supply replaced, disk drive fixed, hard drive replaced. Yeah, did I replace the hard drive? I'm sure I did. And front USB port. Was it the front USB port as well? Yes, I think it was. It's a lot of work, and I'm not going to really gain anything off it apart from this video, which obviously I enjoy doing. But yeah, hopefully at least I can make my money back on this one. Never mind, if you do feel sorry for me, then you can head into the video description and head over to Twitch and become a Twitch Prime subscriber. completely free for you to do, but it massively helps me out, honestly. It does allow me to buy stuff like this because these videos, obviously they're not free, and I do take a risk for the sake of a video, pretty much. Kind of took a risk on this one. Well, I say kind of, I did take a risk on this one. But you know, it makes for interesting content. But yeah, hopefully I can at least make my money back on it now that it's working. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. I'll always do my best to answer. If you do want to organise a repair, you can head over to the website in the video description, consolefix.co.uk, and you can organise your repair by clicking on the booking page, or you can submit a ticket if you've got a question or you want a custom quote. If you want any help with an issue that you might be facing, we do have a Discord channel, so head into the video description. Encoder.live, spelled the same way as the YouTube channel. Encoder.live/Discord will take you right there to the Discord invite page, and you can join up with Discord. Nearly 1,000 members there, absolutely huge, and we are a really, really down-to-earth and kind community towards each other. So we're all trying to help each other out. If one of us has got a problem, then you know we'll post it on Discord and we'll get some help with it, and there's generally someone who can answer the questions. So head over to Discord, join up with the Discord, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it there. And if not, then yeah, slap me in the face or something. But with that being said, that is going to be for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. But with that being said, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye for now.